Am I an a-hole being petty and taking back the jewelry I got my girlfriend? Been led to believe what I've done is 100% asshole-ish by my friends, but I think the context makes it acceptable, so I'm asking here to decide whether I should be the bigger person. My now ex-girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. Over this time, I've gotten her jewelry for her birthday, Christmas, basically any present. I actually dislike giving jewelry as a gift, as it's kind of cliche, but it's what she always wanted. So whatever, I did it to keep her happy. Fast forward to last month, I catch my girlfriend having an emotional affair. I put that in quotes as I have no evidence she physically cheated on me, so I guess affair isn't the right word, but she's been talking to some guy for at least 3 months, flirting, and they even exchanged love yous and miss yous, etc. She denies cheating on me, but I don't know what the fuck she's doing texting a guy like that behind my back if cheating isn't her intention. Anyway, I'm not trying to make this into a relationship post. I just think the context is important. So I give her a month to move out of my house. Eventually, all her stuff is packed up in boxes. She's now at her parents' house, and I'm waiting for her brother to come pick it all up. At this point, I decide to take back all the jewelry I got her, try to claw back some of my losses. 1, I got her it in the context of a monogamous relationship. She violated that, and hence, I think it's fair game to take it back. 2, if I'm being honest, I'm also doing it to be petty. So I go through her boxes till I find her jewelry boxes. Important, I only take back jewelry I got her. I didn't take back anything I didn't buy her. I then return the jewelry boxes like nothing happened. Eventually, she realizes and starts asking questions. I deny everything, since there's no way she can prove I took anything. It's all currently sitting in a box in my attic. So, with the context, am I an a-hole? Edit. I'm not sure how much I paid in total, but it's easily several thousand. I guess between 3 to 5K. NTA, you gave those gifts in the context of a committed relationship, and she broke that commitment by emotionally cheating. Jewelry isn't just some random present, it's valuable, both financially and symbolically. She doesn't get to keep the perks of the relationship when she disrespected it. Also, let's be real. If the roles were reversed, plenty of people would be saying she had every right to return or get rid of gifts from a cheating ex. You're just reclaiming what's yours. And honestly, if she cared about those gifts for sentimental reasons, maybe she should have cared more about the relationship in the first place. Petty? Maybe. Justified? Absolutely. Some comments. You're an a-hole. They're gifts, meaning they are no longer in your possession. But clearly to you, they're just loans you can claim when you feel like it. If she'd known that in advance, she wouldn't have accepted those loans from you. Given the fact you think this way, it's easy to think she had an emotional affair. Probably wanted to experience actual love for once instead of whatever you think you provided her. Don't mean to be personally attacking you, but you make me sick, you piece of shit. What you did is literal theft. Oh, don't get law involved in this, purely moral. Yeah, because you know that according to the law, what you did's wrong and a fucking crime. Yes. Obviously, you're an a-hole for taking back gifts. Once gifted, it's her jewelry, not yours to claw back because you feel slighted by her close emotional friendship with someone else. If you want to spin out moral hypotheticals, I could maybe see it being okay to rescind one very recent and expensive jewelry gift if you had just given her it and then discovered she was actually cheating on you, broken up, and been open about demanding it back. Although, even then, except in the case of an engagement ring or similar, she'd still be within her rights to refuse, and you'd still be on pretty shaky ground morally. But 4 years worth of gifts? Nah, dude. There's obviously no justification for that. Plus, the way you talk about it, you didn't even really see them as gifts at all, but like some sort of investment that was yours to reclaim once your relationship didn't work out. That's not how gifts or relationships work. You're an a-hole. Even if I understand the impulse, those were gifts, not loans or investments. You know you're being petty. Just mail the jewelry to her new address and cut contact. Then do something harmlessly cathartic, like write a nasty letter and burn it or something. Story 2. Am I the asshole for not moving out? Me, 39 male, and my wife, 37 female, have been married for 15 years, and we have 2 kids, a teen boy and a toddler girl. Our marriage started to fail about 4 years ago, and we decided to have another baby in hopes it would fix things. Our daughter's birth helped things for a while, but things fell apart. A few months ago, she decided she wants a divorce. I've never cheated. I've never been physical with her or the kids. We're both 2 adults who were trying our best, but realized it wasn't working. I come home from work one evening to find her and our toddler packed and waiting. She said they were going to stay with her sister in BIL for the weekend. Over the weekend, I was to move out. All my stuff. Everything. That's how she said it. While I'm gone, I expect you to use the time to find yourself somewhere acceptable to live and to be gone. She said she was sending my ex-BIL over to help me move. Our son was already at his aunt and uncle's, having been picked up at school by ex-SIL. My wife took our daughter and left. At first, in the hours after she left, I looked into apartments, rentals, what I could do for myself and my kiddos. Then I started thinking, why should I be the one to leave? My name's on the deed of the house, just like my wife's. We both own the home. It's our home legally, the both of us, named on the documents. Coupled with the fact that I've been suggesting therapy, church, workshops to mend our marriage, making a conscious effort to make things right, why should I be the one to leave? I don't want to make my wife sound bad because she's truly a lovely, hardworking woman and I still care for her, but she stopped trying a long time ago. When my BIL showed up the next day, I sent him away. Told him I'm not moving out. No one could make me leave. It's my house just as much as it is hers. If she wants to move out, then that's fine. She can find a new home and I'll take care of our children in the home and she can share custody with me. But I wasn't going to flip my whole life upside down. I had no warning she was planning this, and I was not leaving. My wife spent the weekend blowing up my phone, calling me every unfair, unkind, untrue name and accusation. She came home that Monday and moved into one of our spare bedrooms. Our kids are also at home with us. We've been living like this for a while now. Her in the spare bedroom, me in the master, parenting the kids, but otherwise we're separated. She's even seeing someone now. But I'm certain she wasn't cheating. She's been trying to alienate our friends against me, and she's enlisted them in trying to get me to leave. I've remained firm. Despite it all, we're not letting our children see the worst of it, although our 14-year-old son knows we're divorcing. Am I an a-hole for refusing to move out, despite the fact that my wife wants me to? Not the asshole. You're absolutely right to stand your ground. The house belongs to both of you, and she doesn't get to unilaterally decide that you have to be the one to leave. That's not how divorce works. If she wants to move out, that's her choice. But expecting you to just pack up and go with zero discussion or legal agreement is unreasonable. It sounds like you've done everything you can to try to work on the marriage, and she's the one who's checked out. Now she's trying to push you out of your own home while dictating the terms of the split. That's not fair, especially when you're just as much a parent to your kids and have every right to stay in the family home. Divorce is hard, but it needs to be handled properly, through legal channels, not through pressure tactics and emotional manipulation. Stay firm, protect your rights, and make sure the best interests of your kids come first. Edit. She refuses to have a conversation, just keeps repeating that I'm moving out and that's all there is. I'd love to have a conversation with her, like adults should. Every time I ask her to sit with me and have an actual conversation, she says to the effect of, no, we're done asking. You're the one who's going to move out. If I'm getting the kids, then I'm getting the house. We haven't even discussed custody yet. She refuses. I do agree with her on that point. Whoever's awarded the larger amount of custody should get the home. Some comments. Not an a-hole. And in some states, moving out could put you at a legal disadvantage in the divorce. It would be viewed as abandoning the marital home. I would definitely speak to an attorney. I definitely think she's the asshole for basically telling you to get gone over a single weekend. If my husband cheated, then yes, of course I'd expect him to get the fuck out. But if things just ended and it's no one's fault, I would never presume to think I get to stay and he has to leave. There would obviously be a discussion. Not the a-hole, but it really sounds like your wife's trying to force you out so she can claim that you are separated ASAP. That said, all of this is extremely fishy. especially her trying to ruin your reputation. And I'd be incredibly surprised if she hasn't been seeing someone behind your back. Not an ass. You need to speak to an attorney immediately. And know that just speaking to one doesn't mean you have to pay. I'd get an appointment with at least 3 so that you get an idea of what you're more comfortable with. Don't go with your first attorney. They usually give you a consultation before talking about retainers. I know this because my sister's going through a divorce. Your wife is the asshole for assuming you immediately have to leave the home. You're right, it's half yours, half hers. If she's so desperate for y'all to be separated, she can leave.